Hi, it's Jason. I have a perfect example of what not to do on your car. I'm detailing this Toyota Sienna van right now, and this hood has several examples of things I'm always telling you guys about to take care of your car. Look at this first example. So this has sap on it. See these blobs? These are sap blobs. But then look at this. What happened here? What does that look like? Those were sap blobs that the owner decided they needed to get them off. And so they used the kitchen scratcher sponge. And sure enough, it got the spots off. You can still see how the sap damaged the paint, but what's around this? Look at these scratches. Okay, so obviously way too abrasive to take this off. Okay, so I've preached that before till I was blue in the face about not using abrasives on your car if you don't know what you're doing. But with my sap remover, it makes it so easy, and let me show you. So you do need to take the sap off your car. Fresh Start Detail sap and tar remover on a yellow Costco microfiber towel. Let's find one. We'll do that one right there. And I'm just barely rubbing. I'm not even hardly pushing. I'm letting the chemical do the work. And look at this, it's coming off, it's coming off. And boom, it's gone. Now, it's left some permanent damage because it sat on there too long, okay? So get the sap off as soon as you can. Next example, same hood, bird poop, causes damage. Let me show you how. Look at this splatter right there. Looks like an explosion, isn't it? That is from bird poop sitting on the hood, and it etches its way. The acids etch its way into the clear coat. This damage is permanent. I cannot polish that out. That's too deep. Permanent. Last example, tree pollen. You know, early in the spring, we get that pollen dust everywhere. When it's a dust, it's not really a problem. When it gets wet from rain or dew and it cements itself to your car, now it's a problem. It turns caustic, and let me show you what that does. So since this sits under a tree, this part of the hood right here is a perfect little trough to collect pollen, and then it gets wet and it sits on there. And so look at all this damage. See all that etching? These are all areas where pollen has sat on there too long and it caused permanent damage. So on what otherwise is an expensive, nice vehicle, you've got permanent damage. And this is all over the vehicle. The roof is really bad because the roof's getting neglected. So here's the deal. This is where my ceramic coating comes in. If this car had that ceramic coating, it would not have this damage because it protects against sap etching. It protects against bird poop etching. It makes it easy to clean that sap off and the bird poop and the pollen. So that is why the ceramic coatings were invented, is to protect it. So if you have an expensive vehicle and you're in the Northwest here where we park under trees a lot and we get pollen, contact me. Let's figure out how to get some coating on your car so you don't have this kind of damage. And don't use your kitchen scratcher sponge to take off the sap. Thanks for watching.